cut it with you after.
I need to find a mechanic that I can bring a spindle with a bearing attached to it and have them pull it off and press the bearing on.
Yeah, we can do that at my shop. We can do it over
you
at
have
the
a shop press?
auto body shop. I'm sure he has the tool.
Dude, that would be phenomenal. So
yeah.
I got... Sorry.
How are you? No, hey, no worries. Do you mind if I record this? I want to make a video so other guys know how to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right on.
Can I look at it first so I can be smart?
Yes, absolutely.
I don't want to be stupid.
No worries.
Were there grounds on the engine already?
Well, here's the wires. So,
but like, was it already grounded?
This is my positive and my negative. Well, positive, negative, black, obviously. But I got this is the other white wire here. What I want to do...
The signal wire?
Yeah, if you say so. This is going to be my...
So like a car, I think the frame should be negatively charged?
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming everything's grounded already.
I'm not going to lie, I don't even know how it runs. What makes it work?
So this is the coil, the stator arms, this is the magnet. It generates the spark, pushes it up here, sends it to the CDI. The CDI sends the signal to the spark. And this is set at roughly 6.5, 7 on a heavier wrap. I need to get up to 12 volts for this light. So this little guy... Wait,
on a wrap? Like you wrapped it yourself?
No. It just comes like that. So this little guy here, we got to take these bolts out. We're going to add that in here. And then we got to feed this wire around. I'll have to remove the...
And it's built for that?
Yes. We'll have to remove the... what you call it, the clear silicon, yeah, and then we'll run that wire up through, and then basically at that point, then we should be able to connect the LED light that I brought along as well. So
you want it to get inside that, you're saying?
Yes, yeah, and so this is just positive and negative. I'm assuming that it's a closed loop. And we should be, I don't think we need to really ground anything otherwise. I just wasn't sure. I mean, there might be there might be a little diagram that came with it.
You probably don't have to ground it, but for the sake of it working well, because like this gasket right here might cause this part to separate from this part electrically. So it's just a good idea to have everything, hooked up, I guess.
Yeah.
The only downside would be you can't touch the frame with positive wires.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Like
I think everything should be insulated, whether it's positive or
how much was this
or
thing?
not. That was like maybe $35.
Yeah.
Not too spendy. I mean, to have a working light all the time. The issue I've been encountering.
And how does it have a wattage or like how much it can make? Depends on RPM.
I don't honestly know. I mean, I know it's 12 volt, but as far as the amperage or wattage or anything like that,
you could probably wrap more wire around it and get more.
I've talked to a guy, Sam, and he was saying something about that. As far as you can completely unwrap it and then like rewrap it and reconnect it or something.
Yeah, there's different phases, like the direction you wrap it and.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah. It's a weird wire. It's got a very thin coating on it, so it's not touching itself. It's weird. But don't tape anything back together. I want to use nice connectors.
Okay.
I just gotta go get my crimpers.
Yeah, I just had this covered just so water didn't get in there anywhere.
Yeah.
And short it out.
Keep doing what you're doing, but I was just saying, like, I want to make it pretty and finished looking when we put it back together.
Yeah, hopefully it'll...
Did you just make that big scratch mark there, or?
Yeah, that's just from pulling the exhaust off and stuff there. I just got it out of the way so it'd be easier to work,
Yeah, I just wanted to have like one screw area where it's like just a ground screw, so you can disconnect it.
So I was thinking about that, and now what you were saying, I think if we went like maybe to the back of this right here and just had either that or even just right to the base.
Well, let me add to that. The way a car is set up is you have several grounds in case one were to fail. There'd be backups.
Okay.
So I'd say one ground there, and then another wire directly to that, and then another wire directly to that, probably.
Yeesh. Well, that moves around. I think maybe even 2 would be enough, probably.
Each major part of the engine, really, like that or something.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Okay, like one up here or down here to the crankcase. One to this thing, maybe.
The less,
just 2 or 3.
Yeah, the less stuff I have moving around though, because I'm gonna be changing this out actually. This is gonna have a different setup here shortly with another carburetor.
Well, it's basically.
But yeah, if we could do something like in here or in here, wherever, you know, that would be.
It would basically be just a wire this long.
Yeah.
To connect the bodies together.
So let me. Okay, now since you say that, I think there's there's a little kind of like it's poor casting, but we could definitely just make a tiny little. With just even a hacksaw.
You don't even have to really do that. It's the bolt itself that connects the frames.
Well, I'm just saying, we're gonna draw the ground wire out of here up into here, or
I'm just gonna put a flat terminal like right in there. I'd say one here. I'll show you.
All right.
I got tons of electrical terminals.
Okay. So.
And if you want, here's a 12-volt battery for testing purposes.
Do you have like a wire, or I mean, you have a what you call a voltage meter or something?
Yeah, I just got one, but
No, no worries.
I got a test light.
I didn't. Yeah, something like that. We could just check out.
This is not for the light, but for the grounds. But I don't want to use red. Red is black. This is for the light.
So we're all. This is.
Does the light have its own wire?
The light itself, yeah, it's got a positive and negative, yeah. So this is.
So you don't need this.
Basically, this is like you were saying. This is my, what did you call it? Lead wire or something?
Signal.
Signal wire. So I don't know if we need to, because this is going to have a wire here. So this is almost, we're making an independent loop or not. Do you know what I'm saying?
To think about.
Because this is wired already. We don't really even need to incorporate it, I'm assuming. I don't know.
So why is there a signal wire?
This is.
It doesn't go to the CDI?
No, this does not.
Goes nowhere.
This is generating 6 volts, I believe.
That's the old stator power.
Yeah, it doesn't have the exact. It doesn't have enough.
Yeah.
Maybe juice. I don't.
What was the purpose of it again? Like.
What's that? This wire?
Yeah.
So I think I was just. Maybe this is the ground, Dave. Maybe this is going to be the...
There's 3 wires.
No. Well, yeah, so this is the positive and negative. This is drawn off of here, and it's coming up here. It's creating the spark and sending it to here, and then this signals to fire here.
One?
This is going to be, I'm assuming, independent for the light. So this may even be...
Where's it go inside?
It comes off of here as well. We could take this off and look at it to see.
So this has 3 wires connected to it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking this. No, that's all right. I'm thinking this is perhaps even the ground wire then, because if this is, you're saying a signal wire, that's creating the charge, right? So this would be.
Yeah. This is gonna probably connects right to that thing.
It would loop. It would come down here. It's going to come out here, and then we'd have the positive and negative there. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't even think you have to hook up the positive and negative. I think you just leave it the way it is and hook that up.
The light to that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We'll be able to test for that in a second.
Right. I don't have a spark plug, and I did forget to bring that. I brought the spark plug and didn't bring the wrench. But do you have a Phillips screwdriver by chance, please? I was trying to just getting too dang old.
Yeah, I hear that.
My phone is dead, Dave. I was gonna try to plug it in. Is it all right?
Do you need a regular? Do you need a charger?
I brought the thing along. Can I plug it in over there? I didn't want to like short something out because I know you got like everything
Power strip right here.
in a certain way around here. Up in here? Cool. The Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah, I had thought of the side of your house there, but I was like, I don't want to.
You never know with me.
Hey, what's up? Say hi to myself. Yeah. I didn't know if I would screw something up in there. I was like, I better wait and just make sure he's not like.
Didn't come with any paperwork.
Screw this up. Maybe I should use a flathead.
Want me to get that?
I have.
I've got a much better screwdriver for that. Don't ruin it. I'll get something brand new.
No worries.
You need a switch, right?
I
got thousands of switches.
I could, but I hadn't thought that far. I was just hoping to have it run, you know? Okay. So, well, I mean, I could put a battery on at some point. I don't even know what I would use it for, though, bro.
Do they sell electric starts?
They do, yeah.
Well, like, check out some of the accessories you could have. Here's a tire pumper. Here's an inverter. Here.
You're always like 10 steps ahead of that. Yeah. I see what you're saying now, because the gasket separating this has a property that would keep spark from going in between.
Yep, so that's why you just want to basically take a ring terminal here and just put it on each major part of the engine. If I showed you how the car was set up, you'd get it immediately.
Yeah, no, I understand to an extent, but I just was thinking it maybe just like even one ground is probably going to be overkill because it's such a small unit. I mean, I can understand the vehicle,
I just think two would probably make more sense.
All right.
Just because if the main one were to fail for any reason, you wouldn't immediately die. You'd actually keep going, and it takes the path of least resistance. So
yeah, and then 12 volts is it's definitely enough to hurt you.
Every time I get a car, I friggin' that too. You get electrocuted or something could get fried.
Yeah, well, the biggest thing would probably just be the CDI, but hopefully, Lord willing, that doesn't even come up. So, all right. So I just wanted to show you where this is coming from. If I can do this without taking the tape off. Oh yeah, that's heavy duty. Well, I can remove the tape and we'll just put it back on. That way you can inspect it and you know exactly. Yeah. It's not holding anything, it's just on there to shield it, even though it's already got a wrap.
It's got the yellow tape
because
around it.
when I put this on, I actually took there was a little zip tie on there and I did something to like move the wires around, so I just put this on there. Oh, maybe I didn't. I just put it on there for